Oh, so what do we have here? We got the root.com, and you have Tim Scott. He was nominated for U.S. Senator for the GOP of all places. A Southern African American male. The last time this happened was like in 1970 something, 1979, before I was even born, a few years before I was even born. But you would think this would be, in the words of Joe Biden, a big effing deal. You would think that this would be a historical moment for some people, especially people that share his pigment. But we're going to look at the root.com and look at some of the comments of this achievement. And I wanted to make a point how leftists keep saying that the GOP is racist and sexist and bigoted, yet, and they don't have enough minorities and people of color. But what exactly do those same people do when the GOP does put forth a person of color? Let's just check out these comments on the root.com. So we're going to read some of these comments off from the root.com. This is the Facebook page. I'll read some of the comments on the website, which might be more vulgar because people actually get to hide their face. But a lot of people here get to show their pictures, so they might not say too much things that are too crazy. But the first comment off the bat got 22 likes, but he's another Alan West. Actually, he's not. He's a pretty cool dude, and the way he delivers his messages, he does it without any ad hominem attacks, without being disrespectful. He does it pretty good. And I'm not saying that Alan West can't do that, but Alan West is a necessary evil. He just keeps it real. This brother does it differently. He has a way of doing it where he can still keep people's attention without getting all butthurt. But the comment number 2, we better make sure he's no Uncle Tom. That didn't take long. That was actually something I thought would come further on in the line, but that's the second comment. This person says that the color does not matter. I think this person, no, I don't know. He's a elitist misogynist, can come in all shapes and sizes and colors. Tim Scott is just another bad as dement, and his politics are just as wacky. 19 dislikes. He's worse than Alan West, if that's possible. So that points is that you can find a black crackpot to be part of the Tea Party, token black man for senator. You can say waste. I knew you could. 17 likes. Wonderful. He's smarter than Alan West. He actually is. Whatever he does, he doesn't support any issues that I do. Plus, he couldn't have been elected down there. Nothing but token. The worst kind of affirmative action. 11 likes. I hope he's not another Alan West. We'll see. I hope he has some common sense and will not likely be a bully. They found the right one to fill in the spot. This is all part of their plan. See, we got one, and he's worse than Alan West. Please read him and his views. 8 likes. Now it's time to show America that urban politics knows no color. I guess that's a comment that actually makes sense and logical. Stop basing it on arguing on race and color, and deal with the politics, because that's what the issue is. Not color or race, but the actual ideologies from both parties. This woman asked people to do their research on them. This next comment says, so tired of being black, intelligent, and the first being remarkable. I don't understand what that meant. Thank you, Nika. This next comment says, just another teabagger, but we black folks are supposed to support him because he's black for once. I like for us to be given a little credit for being smarter than that, other than we think we look. 11 likes. Now, obviously, you're not going to vote for him because he's black, yet you keep complaining that the GOP doesn't have enough minorities and blacks, gays, and women in the party. But when they put them forth, what do? You come up with the same argument. No one ever said that you will vote for him because he's black, and I know you're not going to vote for him because of his political ideology. So Tim says that Republicans don't deal with blacks, they deal with blackface. It actually has 6 likes for for that stupid comment. Next comment is, oh well, he didn't know the dude. Now, they admit that they didn't know who he is. They don't know anything about him. Instead of going to Google or search him real quick, they're going to comment anyways. And they most likely didn't read the article, Linda. But she says, but I hope he doesn't embarrass us. The world can't ill afford another village idiot, brown, black, yellow, green, polka dot, or other. Has a like. Someone says, shaking their head. Black Fire Rock says, dear white people, on the same things we black folks do relate to primarily on skin color, and others don't. We are complicated like that. So in this case, it doesn't matter if Tim Scott has black skin. I don't think anybody did make that notion that his skin color has anything to do with it. Only you're making an issue with the fact that he's black. No one else is. Is he just a window dressing of a younger version of Clarence Thomas? And that's exactly what my man RG said. He's talking about just like that. These people keep comparing this man to Allen West and Clarence Thomas. Why can't he be compared to just himself? Why can't he run his own merits? Why do you keep lumping him in a box with other black conservatives? That's the issue we don't like. So next comment. Republicans only choose folks who are bad for black folks. This has 7 likes. Texan from Charlene Jones. Token, this is so Southern Negro. Please. She's shaking her head. We will be under his gun like the black Democrat senator, and he will be in the good old boys club in the GOP. Anthony says he's a teabagger. He might as well wear a hood. Wow. This next person says, as the people of color, we have the right to feel pride in this selection. But you don't. You're attacking him and ridiculing him. And you don't, half of you probably don't even know anything about him if you don't live in South Carolina. But let's not forget that this man is favorite of the South Carolina Tea Party and was named as Senator Jim DeMint's top pick. And he may be Allen West on steroids without the lies and innuendos. I was trying to read this comment. This is bad. His judgmental, but he looks like he's shucking and two-stepping already. Sir, yes, sir. I don't understand what this dude's comment is, and he still got like. I'm gonna just ignore that one because it's pretty. And here's a comment I can respect. Honesty from Miss Thomas. I get that he's the first African American senator from the South in a long time, if ever. If you did your research or looked it up, just took 10 minutes to Google it, you might find out that it was 1979, but never mind. But she says she can't stand his politics. So she's being honest and saying that it's a thing that he achieved such an achievement, but she's not going to vote for him anyways because she doesn't like his politics. That's honesty. She didn't have to attack him personally. She didn't have to bring up and compare him to other conservatives that are black. She just simply said, I'm not going to vote for him. I can respect that. This next person, Cynthia, says, don't mean a thing if you ain't a team player. Okay. Next comment, and a Republican. Obviously, that's the whole point of this article. I don't understand the validity of that statement, but it is what it is. This woman says, another repub ploy won't get my vote. Obviously, we already knew that was going to happen. Another Republican with bad ideas for blacks. No thanks. This next lady, Deborah, says that he talks like the rest of the Tea Party, and it doesn't matter what color his skin is. We still wouldn't vote for him. That is true. You're not going to vote for him. This next comment is from Princess. This is just the same as having Clarence Thomas. Again, comparing this man and Clarence Thomas. Why do you keep putting them in the same boat? He may be black, but he hardly represents any black interests. So there's nothing there really for blacks except the same embarrassment we saw in clowns like Allen West and Herman Cain. Again, he can't run off his own achievements and be his own guy. He got to be compared to everybody else. Let's finish these up real quick. Not reading that one because it made reference to Dave Chappelle, and he can see, and he's racist against his own people all of a sudden. Anyway, we all knew this was coming. So what, he's black. His politics are not bipartisan. Bottom line, he's just a Republican poster boy for the phony minority, including stunts. He's just a fill-in and a temporary. He couldn't win a senatorial race in South Carolina. So they completely just demolished this man's character, his ability to win and run. And they have no love for this man at all, basically, from Mark. And this is another comment from Kenneth. Just another Clarence Thomas crony. The party that was so angry that they would loathe the idea of a black president. Now they want to validate this own agenda by appointing a black senator. They are still up in their trickery. He will only serve out the remainder of the Mets term, and awkward, the small-minded people of South Carolina will send him packing in 2014. It is odd, though, is that a Republican senator as black was chosen, yet you claim that the same Republicans don't like a half-black president. Is it because he's half-black, or is it because of his leftist policies? Let's deal with that question, because you keep ignoring it. Anyways, glad I voted for who I wanted, regardless of color, for representing my views regardless of skin color. Speak for yourself. It's not just because someone is brown. I'm not black, Caucasian, Hispanic, whatever. Black congresswomen don't speak for me, whether they are Republican or Democrat. I choose to align my vision for my family, future, and better country. I wonder if this negative comments above voted this year based on what the politicians claim they do for you and your state, and not just based on color. It got 3 likes. Wow, that was out of like 50 comments. That's the maybe one that's actual irrational comment. That's not race baiting. That's not destroying this man's character. That's not bringing up the race card. Like 1 out of 50. But since I'm not in the state he chose, whether or not he represents, he's a better future. Good luck to y'all. That was the part of that person's comment. I want to read one more. Oh, he is a black skin. He is black only in skin color, and he's against our presidents. Duh. Your president has a screwed up ideology, and I'm pretty sure a lot of Americans are against it. Not just this dude. It says if Tim Scott serves in the interest of the Tea Party, then what good would it do for benefit the communities of color? Another blackface on white supremacy, as far as I'm concerned. Token really been whitewashed, huh? Is his name Tim or Tom? Wow, that's damn dirty. I don't know, people continue to call people like this Uncle Toms, yet if you know the story of Uncle Tom, he was a good guy and a hero. I don't understand why people keep calling Uncle Toms. It's supposed to be a derogatory term, but in reality, he was actually a good dude. I don't know why they keep doing that though. This is still a teabagger. This is Tom and his uncle. This is Tom. It's Tom and its uncle, Tea Party idiot. So what? Alright, that's it. This dude said a whole bunch of nonsense. I was going to read on the other page, but what does he say? Real quick, at the end of it, he says he is nothing more than a right-wing token. While the guy is not playing the buffoon like Herman McCain, Alan West, Alan Keyes, Michael Steele, Ken Blackwell, and all those bizarre black conservatives will do absolutely nothing to represent the best interests of African Americans in South Carolina or anywhere else. In short, the only black man the U.S. will do for African Americans about as much as Clarence Thomas has done for us in the U.S. Supreme Court, and that is at the nothing but more likely massive damage to our civil rights. Watch Republicans put him out front opposing the Obama administration election reform efforts to stop widespread voter suppression and the efforts ahead of 2014. Whatever. One thing that really is puzzling my mind is that these people continue to say that he won't do anything for the black interests. He doesn't do anything for black people. Yet these people all support the president, who's half black. But What has he done for you lately? So you're putting more scrutiny towards a black conservative who doesn't share your ideology, yet you praise and idolize your half black president for what? Again, what has he done for you lately? I'll wait. I was done speaking on Tim Scott for a minute, but the root, you know what I mean, they had to re-upload or re-post the story about this brother again to see, you know, how many more comments they can get attacking this man. But this is some real quick, no thanks. Thanks but no thanks. We have this guy already commented in the last feed, and he felt the need to come back and comment again on the post that he already commented on, like earlier today when he first posted it. But he felt the need to come back again. Now we have an Uncle Ruckus buck dancing in the U.S. Senate. I guess if we have our own Negro, you can certainly rent one. If you can't have your own Negro, you can certainly rent one. This chick says, dude, this sucks. Just because he has my skin folk doesn't mean make him my skin folk, my kinfolk. Says my leftist self anyways. You see what she said? She said, just because you have my skin doesn't mean you have my kin. And she admits that she's a leftist. That's just poetic right there. Got 6 likes. This person says that he replaced Alan West. This person again says I would have to learn a little more about him instead of discrediting him off the bat. Hopefully he will be a good senator despite his political affiliation. So I can't be too mad at that comment because it actually a person who admits that they don't know what the hell they're talking about, but then they mock his political ideology. And this last comment is the setup for the REP pre-Prez run in 216. Watch, he possibly might run. It's true, but I don't know. This is the thing again. I'm gonna say it again. And I said it before. The dude came at RG3 and said he didn't know he was one of those cornball brothers or he was down for some type of a cause. But yet you can look at the comments from black people and how they feel about those so-called cornball brothers. And again, I ask this question again. Why in the hell would you expect a black conservative who is successful, majority of the ones they attack are, why would you expect them to look out for you, to join your cause, to help you, to care about you? Why would you? When this is the way you feel about them, in reality, sometimes it's your own family, your own blood that feels this way about you. So why in the hell would you feel some type of way about people who think this way about you? That's a serious question I'd like to answer. None of these people were with this man or with RG3 when they were shooting in the gym. Yet for some reason you expect these people to do something for you when you already feel some type of way about them negatively. I'm still waiting on that answer to that type of question. Alright, I'll be back.